Hey guys, it's Jesse out here at the Songbird. We got a clutch of ball python eggs. They've gone through their first shed, so they're ready to get their meals. So one of the challenges with these new designer morphs that everybody's pumping out is getting them identified. And already once this season we ran into an issue with getting a misidentified morph from a snake that we had bought like 3 or 4 years ago. She bred for the first time this year, and as it turned out, she wasn't just a piebald like we thought. She also had pastel in her. So we bred her with a pastel pied male, and we actually got a super pastel pied out of that deal. So that was kind of cool, but unexpected. So trying to get these snakes identified right can be a challenge. There are some forums online where you can go to, and people will try to help if you take photographs, identify your snakes. So let's take a look at the parents first. This is the father right here. This is a lesser bee or a lesser spider. And this is the mother. She's in rough shape. She just laid all those eggs, so she's real puny right now, but we'll get her back up. And she's a super pastel vanilla. So we've got super pastel vanilla and lesser spider. We're dealing with 4 genes. 2 of the genes are going to be real easy on this clutch because she's a super. That means everything in the clutch has to be pastel. And then the spider is a pretty obvious webbing markings. So the challenges are going to be to pick out the vanilla and the lesser. All right, let's see if we can do it. Let's see what we got on these hatchlings and see if we can figure out what they are. By the way, I have these snakes in a little bit of water. It's real hot in Florida. Of course, it's summer, so it's hot everywhere. But anytime I can soak my snakes in water for a little while, I do that. These animals like water. It really helps with their shedding and their skin and all that. So here's the clutch. I think we're going to start with everything that's not a spider first, which I think is only 1 snake. The spider really hit hard on this clutch. So let's see. We know this has to be a pastel because it's a soup. It's out of the super. It doesn't have spider. So the question is, does it have vanilla and does it have lesser? Well, I would say for sure it's got, trying to get it where it's a little more in the light. I would say for sure it's got lesser in there. The way to tell vanilla is the head fade. And I'm thinking that's a pretty faded head. I mean, it kind of looks like a super pastel head, but there's no way this could be a super pastel. So I'm thinking this is a pastel lesser vanilla. I'm gonna bring the light in here, get the lighting a little better for these guys so you can probably see them a little bit better. Let me adjust the lighting here real fast. All right. So I would say lesser pastel vanilla, I think right there. Okay, let's for now I'm just gonna put them in a shoebox. All right, so let's take a look at these guys now. Every one of these has the spider gene in it, and it seems like to me, I really need to look at some pictures of the pastel spider, but it seems like to me the lesser lightens them up quite a bit. So everything has to be pastel and everything is spider. So that automatically makes them what they call, I guess, a B, I think it's called, where it's got pastel and spider. These all kind of look, let's take a look at some heads on these ones. So that head is definitely different than that head. What is it, Daisy? See that? So I think that's got vanilla, lesser, and pastel. I'm thinking this has lesser, pastel, spider. So vanilla, lesser, pastel, spider. Pastel, lesser, spider. Let's see the head on this one. Pretty similar to that one, huh? I think these two are the same. Vanilla, lesser, pastel, spider. And this one, I don't think got the lesser. I think this has vanilla, pastel, and spider in it. See the head? So, I'm gonna do a little more research, look at some pictures and stuff, but I feel pretty confident with that's what I'm working with here on these. And we'll get them marked out, but if I don't know what they are, I'm just gonna put a possible and let the buyer make the call. I would not be comfortable selling things that I don't know what they are. So, all right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.